Good morning, folks. Welcome to an OCC Queensland Public Weather App. My name's Chris Nitzo. This update brought to you by our major sponsor, TownsvilleSheds.com. Check them out if you're in the market for a shed-safe accredited shed. Rightio, we've got big storms across the northern inland Queensland. We've got lots of troughing coming, or lots of showers and storms associated with troughing across the rest of the inland parts of the state, pushing through southeast corner this morning. We've got also a very isolated little pocket of storm activity just on the north tropical coastline. Right, so this morning we can see that trough at the surface pushing across towards the east. We can see these drier southwesterly winds, pretty strong drier southwesterly winds coming through behind it. You've got these strong northerly winds ahead of it. You've got northeasterly to northerly winds ahead of it on the east coast. You've got some strong north to northwesterly winds down in the southeast corner ahead of that change. So there's quite a big clash of air mass there between those dry southwesterlies and those moister northerlies or northwesterlies. So obviously for a large section of the state, you'd want to avoid the water today. Right, the expectation as we progress through the afternoon is that we'll see some convection developing across southeast Queensland, some bigger convection developing across central inland Queensland, and some really big convection developing across northern inland Queensland. As we progress through the afternoon, you can see that those storms do progress themselves towards the east. And what we find as we get towards the evening hours is that storms will tend to decay across the north before they get to the coastline. There may be a chance there for an overnight cell or two. Further southwards, though, they've got more chance of getting all the way to the coastline. There's quite substantial storm activity. Right, as we progress into the overnight early morning period, we can see continued convection overnight early in the morning across the northern interior, pushing into the Western Cape and southeast Gulf country. Some heavy falls of rain associated with some of those convective cells overnight early in the morning as well. Thunderstorm steering environment today, very strong westerly winds steering storms across southern and central Queensland, much lighter winds further to the north, meaning storms won't be moving as quickly further to the north, meaning they'll be able to produce more rain for individual areas further to the north. There's severe weather threats for large sections of the state today, particularly around southern and central Queensland where we've got those stronger steering winds, but there could be some isolated severe cells, quite scattered normal cells, but then isolated severe cells up north that the model isn't picking up on. And we have got higher resolution modelling that we show to the subscribers that shows the fairly significant storm activity up here in North Queensland. Right, as we progress through the evening hours into tonight, you can see some of those storms pushing towards the coastline. Severe weather threat remains high even for storms at night time. And then tomorrow you can see more showers, more storms, particularly close to the coast tomorrow, becoming very isolated but still quite strong potentially down into southern central Queensland. Right, between now and when we talk tomorrow, you can see widespread shower and storm development, lots of light patchy rain as well mixed in with that. Most of our storms are remaining just inland of the coast the further north we go because those steering winds aren't quite as strong. But you can see because of that point, we're expecting to see some very heavy falls across northern Queensland with that convective development. If you get away from the cloud and the rain today, it's going to be hot and sticky. If you're under the cloud and rain today, it's going to be warm and sticky. They're basically your two choices across eastern Queensland. Further westwards, drier air is pushing in across southwest and western Queensland in general, so it might be a little bit less sticky, but still quite warm in that dry air environment. If you'd like a far more comprehensive look at the storms today, tomorrow and beyond, check out join.ozcyclonechasers.com.au and check out our subscription options. Our subscriptions help to assist us in documenting tropical cyclones and providing you with the best weather intelligence. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy those storms.